Oh my gosh, my eye has been twitching for like a week now. Is that normal? Because I'm not gonna go see a doctor. We have a perfectly good smartphone that we're just sawing in half. Oh my God. Okay. Guess you're going up on an adoption website today. I have nothing positive to say about this. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam, otherwise known as snerixx from TikTok. And I just want to take a second to apologize for my video last week because I don't know if you noticed or if you were able to watch it, but if not, it's probably because you're under the age of 18 and the video got age restricted. That was my bad. So if you weren't able to watch it, I sincerely apologize. And I figured since we had issues with the video last week, let's jump into something a little bit more neutral, something that doesn't have to do with violence, although I do feel violent after watching these videos, but that's not the point. Let's jump into the arts. Whoa, whoops, Jesus. You guys probably already know what we're doing here. Let's go ahead and watch some more 5-minute crafts. I don't know if you can see my eye twitching. As soon as I said the word 5-minute crafts, my eye's like. What are you gonna do with that? Put it on a necklace. You don't need to cut, you don't need to do this. I'm just gonna, no. And you know what? Is it really safe to wear your full name across your neck? I can see your first name, but having your first and last name doesn't seem safe. Seems like a pretty guaranteed way to get like kidnapped or have your identity stolen, wearing it across your neck. And you're using cheapo beads. These are the beads that they throw out in like Mardi Gras, Gasparilla, those types of parades. Number 2, credit cards are disgusting. Any type of card that you're swiping or using or touching or putting in and out of machines in your wallet, it's disgusting. Why would you want to put that on your body? I feel like she's gonna have a green little mark right here. And was it worth it to wear your entire name across your neck? No. Just get a dog tag at that point. But who am I to judge? I'm stealing your identity, bitch. All right. Cutting the glasses itself would take about 5 to 10 minutes, I would imagine. Okay, all right. I love that they had to put the word trendy there in case you were like questioning whether or not this look is acceptable to wear. I can't stop watching. I feel like I would be like, what's wrong with that person's face? Why are they doing that? And let's just talk about how sharp these edges are going to be of this plastic. I don't know if you've ever broken a pair of glasses or any piece of plastic for that matter. The edges are basically just as sharp as glass. Can you even see? Because I feel like the dangly part is gonna be right in the area where there's your vision. You'd have to be like looking up the entire time, which is gonna give you a headache, which makes these completely useless. I already have enough headaches as it is. So if you have any secret remedies for headaches, feel free to drop a comment below because I'm dying here. Onion and egg, okay, sure. On an apple, on an orange. I guess that creates some sort of binding paste. What? Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and address the fact that that's not gonna take 5 minutes to grow an entire apple orange or apple, a porridge and a porridge tree. I sound like an absolute idiot. These videos suck. If I tried to do that in my backyard, a squirrel would come dig that up in 2 seconds and it would be gone. Like, okay. I feel like that tree doesn't even look real, so I'm already questioning the legitimacy behind this. I thought that they were trying to create a whole new species, but it looks like they're just trying to grow an orange and an apple on the same tree. Okay, I guess that's saving yourself some space in the backyard, although trees are nice. In fact, we need more trees. Is this on a shoe? Is that a real eggshell that they're using? Because that's gonna break. That's going to break immediately. And you're ruining like a decently cute pair of shoes. Oh no. Stop. Why, dude? It looks like you just went dumpster diving and you stepped in like an egg carton. And it doesn't look very stable either because the little leg of this seems to have absolutely no support. So I don't know why you would think hot glue and an eggshell would provide you support. I don't think that the eggshell shoe is worth having to get medical procedures done to correct bunions that ultimately will occur when you walk down the street in these for 5 minutes. Probably not something that would last too long, as eggs typically don't. I don't know anything about fashion, so I'm not gonna come on here and pretend like I do. But I also know the difference between something that I'm like, oh, that must be fashion, and then that must, you know, be stupid. I'm confused why they chose this pair of shoes for the eggs though, because these look like mermaidy vibe colored shoes or galaxy blue and green and a cracked egg, whatever. What do you mean, ew? You did that. Oh, She doesn't even take the foil off. I thought that she would take the foil. Okay, so they're supposed to be like boots. So then paint the foil red so it matches the red, right? At the very least, because then I'd be like, oh, okay, they're like stripper shoes, or they're like what I would think goth platform shoes would look like if they were translated into like rainbow concepts. Minus the silver metallic ugly boot thing part. The hair and the shirt and the facial expressions and the fact that she's playing with a Barbie doll. The whole thing is just kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Trudges her poor Barbie through a walkway of shit and then is like disgusted by it, even though you purposefully did that, so no worries. And luckily she's able to pull a conveniently cut stash of aluminum foil from her bag. Wonder what she's doing with all of that. Plasticine. I don't even know what that is. What is plasticine? It kind of looks like clay. Added layers, Princess and the Pea style. I don't really get the point of the foil. Maybe she doesn't want the plasticine to plasticize. It's probably not a word. To dry on the actual Barbie itself. The foil is gonna like eventually like crinkle and move its shape. If you probably use this 2 or 3 times, you're gonna bend the foil and rip it, and just seems like that's kind of a waste of everything here. Which is kind of a theme I'm seeing across all of these videos, is the word waste. Oh, we have a perfectly good smartphone that we're just sawing in half. Oh, they're putting it on the front. What the f? Is this supposed to be a phone case? This is the problem with these videos, is they're so quick that my mind literally cannot process what it is that I just watched. So let's go ahead and break it down. We're gonna saw the cameras and flashlight off of this phone. Okay, so taking selfie to an extreme new level here for no reason. Then it switches to dropping it violently against the ground in like a saw type contraption. So that way if you drop it, it doesn't crack. But you could totally just use an OtterBox and you can still fit it in your pocket without screws protruding into your body. Luckily, these things aren't sharp, because imagine going to hug somebody and this thing is in your pocket somehow. Why is there something in my eye? This eye's twitching. There's something in this eye. I think I just need to go lie down and never open my eyes again. Next one. Okay, we're at the beach and we brought plastic. Great. They love the pool noodle. Ew, what? Donuts? The first one is actually not the worst thing I've ever seen. Instead of a plastic bag, which is probably something you really shouldn't bring to the beach because it ultimately will end up in the ocean when people don't dispose of it correctly. So you could have just done it with like a plastic bucket, whatever. Maybe their whole point was that you can throw it away afterwards, which is kind of a waste, whatever. I'm actually not going to hate that idea, because the worst thing in the world is trying to wash your feet after going to the beach. The pool noodle, they put it on, what is this? It looks like a giant magnifying glass. You could really do this with anything. Like you could get a frying pan, I suppose, and just wrap a pool noodle around it. You know, whip yourself up some frickin' scrambled eggs and have it in the pool. I feel like this would be better suited if you had like a mimosa or a margarita or something. Like I don't want donuts if I'm in a bikini and I'm floating in the pool. In a world where nobody could look at me and I didn't have to worry about body images and having like a summer bod, yeah, sure, give me a platter of donuts and I'll guzzle them down without even using my hands. That was quite an image, my god. And what's gonna happen when that thing ultimately floats away from you and it goes into the gutter? I'd probably still eat it. Once again, this is a 5-day craft. It looks like mold or something. It looks like something is growing on the sidewalk and she's like, oh, perfect, my baby will love this. My god, what? The first one confuses the out of me because there's plenty of room to go around this little divot. If it's that bad that you feel like you have to go through all this just to walk on the sidewalk, maybe just go the opposite direction. Maybe just go a different way. Go in the bushes, god damn it, if you have to. If I was walking down the street with like my dog and we walked up on this, I'd be like, do not touch that thing. Don't sniff it. Cool, good for you. You did that weird thing. As it's like literally having like whiplash in the freaking cart. I've never seen this thing before. It looks like a pacifier that has a strawberry in it. I guess it's cool, but weird. I've never seen that before. And this dumbass drops it into the dirt. No worries, she's got a solution. She has an entire bandage, which fine. If you have a first aid kit, that's fair to have a bandage. And wraps it, the strawberry in that, and gives it to the baby. Why can't the baby just eat the strawberry? Is that not allowed? I don't know. I don't have a baby. I don't get how babies work. I don't feel like I would want to suck on a medical cloth as anybody, especially as a baby, but I guess if you're starving and you have no choice and your mother's forcing you to do it because she got dirt all over your other strawberry thing, go for it. Another egg and another glue gun. Is that a real egg or is that just like a, I assume not because, no, I think it is because it's gross. Handmade mold. Okay, okay. How is that gonna last? Soap is soap. Oh, wow. Oh my God. I have nothing positive to say about this. I don't understand what I just watched, to be honest. I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna be honest. What? The second one is the most disturbing thing I've pretty much ever seen in my existence. So it's a soap mold. This is the thing too, is they have to carve out the nostrils. Sure, that's gonna take more than 5 minutes. They added a nose ring and have attached it to a soap bottle with green soap, mind you, to use as a soap dispenser. What kind of decor would you have in your bathroom that would go with, that would make you even have this idea to be like, you know what, 100% gonna stick my face into a purple goo until it dries, and luckily then I'll have a mold of my nose because that's what everyone wants. When I think of nose, I don't think of hand soap. Maybe if it was like a hand on top of it and you kind of had to like press the hand, it would still be weird as but at least it would like, oh, like hand soap. Makes sense. I'm not really sure what you would do with a nose besides maybe put it on like a flower pot, flip it upside down and store some like Q-tips in it. Those ideas are way worse. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Guess you're going up on an adoption website today. Okay, so she finally takes the scissors from her daughter and is like, look, this is how you appropriately use scissors, which is a great example. Thank you for that. Please do not. Oh, I thought she was gonna put the cut extension through it. Oh! This girl seems very destructive. How long do you think this paper doll is going to last? She's already cutting the hair off of it. If this took me an hour to make this and she immediately cut it, I'd be like, cool, I'm never making that again. And I'm definitely not gonna buy you dolls because you're probably just gonna cut the hair off of those. Her hair is probably so short because she's cut her own hair. We've got a huge problem here. We have a 4 or 5-year-old child here who is just playing with scissors, which is literally like the #1 thing that you're not supposed to let your child do. I feel like her mother hasn't even noticed that she has come over with a pair of scissors. And this little girl probably just needs attention because her mother is just sitting on her phone her whole life. So this girl has taken it to the next level and actually cut her mother's real hair. We're just gonna pretend that that's real. Although her hair kind of gives me the same vibe as these little like white streaks that I have in the front here. So I'm feeling a personal relation here and I don't like it. And she decides to make her a really thorough and not 5-minute craft, which might have been a nice gesture to do if your child hadn't just sliced your hair off. I definitely don't hate the idea. I really don't. I just don't think that this is gonna last very long, and in the middle of the night this girl's gonna pop up in your bedroom and like slice your entire hair off or something. Imagine going to somebody's house for a movie night and then being like, yeah, I'll go ahead and make us some popcorn. And they pull out a syringe of what is even in that? And they just literally one by one are popping each individual popcorn. And you're like, hey, I see that you have a microwave over there. If you wanted to just throw it in the microwave, it probably would take 3 minutes, not 30,000 minutes. And then be like, no, it's okay. This is a kitchen hack. It's supposed to be quicker and hackier than just a normal, easier, quicker method. Sure. Whoa! Oh, okay. You know what? I had my doubts at first because cinder blocks are hideous, especially just kind of being placed on the floor. But girl, I have nothing bad to say about this besides, you know, don't knock the over because that's gonna be a giant mess to clean up. That would piss me off so much if that all fell over. I think it's actually really cute what they did with the candles. I kind of want one of these now. I want a little plant shelf like this. If you're trying to save money and you have a lot of plants that you want to display in one simple spot, not near a window or anything, I guess these are one of those low light plants, then this is a cool idea. Not everyone's gonna have this little pull-out drawer that conveniently is the size of their cutting board. Of course. She's gonna balance that there? No, no, no. I mean, the first one here, it's a personal problem, and it's also the solution is a unique solution because that's not just like an easy 5-minute craft for anybody. That's just for you because it only applies to you or anybody that has this particular layout in their house. My solution would be to just clean up part of the kitchen counter and not make such a mess and to utilize your space better. And the second one here, the idea is there. The creative concept is definitely, it's there. I can see them trying to get there. It's just, I don't feel like that's gonna be stable. I feel like even hangers will easily fall off the freaking rack. Having something kind of just dangling within ropes, I feel like that's just gonna slip on out and your clothes are gonna fall. No. The answer is no. No. A paper towel would have done you the same job. Tampons are expensive as shit. Why would you use 3 of them on something so stupid that you could literally use a paper towel on? Or you could have literally used a strainer. You could have just very slightly dumped it out without spilling everything. There's many other things that you could have done, and this is the literal most expensive. There is nothing more disgusting than literally adding bathroom products to what you eat. The bathroom and the kitchen are separate rooms for a reason, right? So why are we, no. No and no. Not a good idea. Waste, trash, garbage idea. You know what? I think this is a good place to stop right there. I've had enough of the eggs. I don't know what the deal is with the eggs. But I am going to not eat for the rest of the day because a lot of the things I saw in that video made me sick to my stomach from just pure what the f isms. Let me know if you find any videos in the future that you want me to react to, whether they're 5-minute crafts, whether it's people doing outrageous things in public. I am definitely trying to make more of an effort to not include any types of videos that might be somebody in a vulnerable situation that has to do with something they can't control, if that makes sense. Situations of somebody that is potentially having a mental health crisis. And I know that's kind of hard to know or decide just from sometimes we only have like 30 seconds of a clip or something. So I'll definitely be kind of filtering through those a little bit better and do you and have a good time doing it. And I'm gonna stop trying to be so positive because Lord knows I'm not. Anyways, I really appreciate you guys for being here and I will see you next time. Bye!